When I first started my business, I made the grave error of registering as a private limited company without knowing what that truly meant and without having any form of accounting software set up, which is really important when it comes to managing what's going into your business and what's coming out. I then went ahead and voluntarily registered for VAT. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I could do it all. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Hadi G, and I like to share all things business as well as a glimpse into what it's like to run a business of my own. I am gonna get really real, really personal in this video. Well, personal in terms of business. I have been fined thousands of pounds, over the past few years for not submitting my accounts on time, for making errors along the way, and I'm about to get super vulnerable right now. The biggest error that I have made was thinking that I had submitted my accounts to both Companies House and HMRC, when really, in actual fact, I'd only submitted it to Companies House. And guys, I was then hit with this massive tax bill. I'm talking 5 figures. Registering as a private limited company with little to no knowledge is definitely one of my biggest regrets, but I am going to get it all together with Xero. What is Xero, you might be wondering? Xero is an accounting software designed for small and medium-sized businesses. It helps business owners manage finances, bookkeeping, and payroll all in one place. And that is exactly what I need. So let's jump into Xero and see some of the things it can do to help me move forward. So as you can see, we are in the Xero platform. And when you first set up your account, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is add your bank account. And you can link multiple bank accounts, like say if you had more than one bank account. So as you can see here, there's American Express, Barclaycard, Barclay Business. And up here, you can search which bank it is that you want to connect to your Xero account. This is great because it means that all of your business transactions are all going to be in one place because you can link all of these different bank accounts. So I am going to go ahead and link my PayPal account, and now that is all linked and in Xero. So for my PayPal, I have the PayPal which is in Great British Pound and the PayPal which is in US dollar. And here you can see what date you want them to start importing transactions. So you can actually go ahead and backdate it. So say if I wanted to backdate it to May, I could go ahead and do that. And you can see that it's going to start importing transactions from the 12th of May 2025. And then I'm going to go ahead and click finish. Right now it's loading all of my bank transactions, and over here, because I didn't backdate this one, it has no transactions imported. Over here, this is where I would reconcile my transactions, and reconcile basically means putting these transactions into Xero, and that is definitely gonna be a big task that I'm gonna need to sit down and get on with, because as you can see, I've got 431 items to reconcile, and that's just backdated to May. But I am gonna have another video that goes into more detail about reconciling my transactions and putting them into Xero. Over here is where I can create invoices for clients, and over here I can create bills. All of this will be on my dashboard, so whenever I log into Xero, I'm going to be able to see what pending invoices I have, what pending bills I have, which means I am not going to forget to pay those all important bills. And I can easily see which invoices need to be chased because they'll be here where it says overdue. In fact, Xero can actually send relevant notifications to chase up invoices that haven't been paid. Chasing invoices and chasing money that belongs to me is actually one of the banes of my existence. Trust me. Now up here, you can see that we've got a couple of tabs. Under sales, you'll be able to see like a sales overview, your invoices, payment links, online payments, quotes, products and services, and your customers. And over here, you can adjust your sales settings as you please. So let's just hop into here where it says sales overview. Say if you had some invoices pending or paid, you'd be able to see them here. And this will just give you a nice little overview of what is happening in terms of sales in your business. Over here, we've got the tab purchases. So you can see purchases overview, bills, online bill payments, purchase orders, expenses, and suppliers. So similarly to sales, this will give you an overview of your bills and your purchase orders. And that is a major key, especially as somebody that is in the clothing space. A lot of the time I have bills to pay in terms of invoices to pay when it comes to purchasing new stock. Over here on this tab we have reporting, and you can kind of see some of the favorite reports that are there already. If I click here where it says all reports, it's going to show me this screen, and this tab right here, definitely important because you can see the reports that you have filed with HMRC. So I won't make that mistake of not knowing what needs to be done. I'm going to click back here where it says home, and I'm going to click right here where it says profit and loss, because this is definitely a report that I am going to be keeping a close eye on. We want to see how much profit we are actually making as a business. So over here I'll be able to set the date range of where I want to have a look at the profit and loss, and over here I'll be able to select what I would want to compare it with and the currency that I want it in. And once I'm happy, I can click update. But because I don't actually have any of my transactions in Xero, it's not actually going to show me anything in terms of figures. But you can see here it would show gross profit, operating profit, profit on ordinary activities before taxation, and profit after taxation. And this I'll be able to import it as a PDF, Excel, or a Google sheet. As you guys know, I voluntarily registered for VAT. So this tab right here where it says tax is definitely going to be a very useful tab. So I'm going to click here where it says VAT returns. Xero is Make Tax Digital compatible, and this is for VAT registered business who want to file through Xero by connecting to HMRC. For the purposes of this video, I'm actually going to click this one, which is VAT without MTD, and click continue. And I like that it has notifications on what's actually happening in terms of HMRC. So as you can see, it says HMRC has introduced simplified penalties for late VAT submissions and payments. So say if I wanted to create a VAT return, I could just simply select the date that I want to create that VAT return for and then pop it in there. And then I can just click here where it says create. And over here, it will have all of the different details that I would then go ahead and import into HMRC where you do your VAT returns. And then I can click down here where it says finalize VAT return. And it's just giving me a notification that I would need to actually go ahead and do the VAT return on HMRC unless I switch to Make Tax Digital. And we can see here, this is a completed VAT return. Now let's go back to my dashboard. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and over here, I'm actually going to choose the reports that I want to be shown on my dashboard. So the things that I find important. So my VAT return, my profit and loss, possibly my balance sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now when I log into my Xero and I'm on my dashboard, I am able to see these reports on my dashboard. Another great thing about Xero is that you can actually install different apps which will enhance your experience whilst using Xero. And this is great because it means that you can customize Xero and make it work for you so that the experience that you're having on Xero is custom to you. You can also edit your dashboard how you want it to look. Maybe you don't want to see which bills you're owing, and maybe you prefer to click into that and not be hit by that when you log into your dashboard. With all of this setup and the fact that it's quite user friendly, there should be no reason why I can't get my account back into shape. If you're like me and you want to start managing your accounts efficiently, definitely give Xero a try. I am going to have Xero linked in my description, so definitely check it out and start organizing your business finances for your small business today. Thank you guys so much for clicking and watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in my very next video. Bye.